This week on Machinery Pete TV, Schaben Auction Service wraps up this Denison, Iowa sale, and they were certainly busy keeping up with bidding on this Kinze planter. This tractor may say Massey, but it has the heart of a Ferguson. And demand hits new heights on pre-def loader tractors.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. A&I Products is a lower-cost, quality replacement part solution for all types and ages of ag equipment across all brands. Visit aiproducts.com. Hey, welcome to Machinery Pete TV, folks. Today, we're going to zero in on two areas in the used market that have been very strong here lately: used planters and used tillage. We're going to watch a 2015 Kinze 3600 1631 interplant planter cell, and also a disc on a Case IH RMX 340 25-footer that owner Dean Argetson told me he's been getting calls from as far away as Montana on. Now, before we watch these babies sell, we got to go back to the studio, catch up on the latest farm equipment news.
All right, thanks, Pete. I'm Clinton Griffiths. A new ag economy barometer shows that farmer sentiment improved last month. The barometer rising 14 points to 117. Now, the rise attributed to an increase in both the index of current conditions and the index of future expectations. Researchers say farmers were less worried in August about their farm's financial situation, although several concerns remain, with more than half of those asked saying that higher input cost was their biggest worry for next year. Another issue on their minds: farmland cash rental rates.
57% of the corn and soybean farmers in this month's survey said that they expect to see cash rental rates for farmland rise in 2023 compared to 2022. 2/3 of those respondents said that they expect to see the rise in rental rates to be less than 10% per acre.
There's also a small improvement in the Farm Capital Investment Index in August. However, producers still view this as a relatively poor time to make large farm machinery and building investments. Two more rail labor unions have reached tentative agreements with the railroads. Together, they represent about 6,000 freight rail employees. This brings the total to 5 of 12 unions that have announced tentative agreements. Officials in the grain industry are hopeful progress continues to avert a strike on September 16th. Now let's check on some prices at some recent auctions around the country. Now back to our host, Machinery Pete.
Well, folks, are you curious on what's happening with values on good condition, smaller sized used discs? Then stick around, because we got a nice one here, a Case IH RMX 340. It's 25 foot. Folks, I'm here with auctioneer John Schaben with Schaben Auction Service. Now, John, your family, quite the history in the auction business. I believe it dates back. Did your dad go to auction school in 1945?
Yeah, he when he got out of the Marine Corps, World War II, he went off to auction school, and he actually his dad's story is pretty unique. He lost his father when he was 7, and there was 5 kids, and grew up through the Depression, so it's pretty rough times for him. He got taken in by an aunt and uncle, and actually Joe Hermrich was his name, and he was the International Implement Dealership in Earling, Iowa. So he grew up with them. I think they instilled a lot of good values in him, and he went off to auction school, which quickly led into my mom and dad buying the Dunlap Livestock Auction in 1950. And so it's been a family business since then, and we're pretty proud about this Western Iowa area and our community of Dunlap, and it's been real good for us.
All right, folks, this disc has been getting quite a bit of attention leading up to the sale. Owner Dean Argetson tells me he's been getting calls from quite a wide area. Now, it's an RMX 340 25 foot, and just recently I've seen 5 sold at auction between $21,500 and $32,000.
He hit 12 and a half, 15. He hit 15 pounds, 17 and a half. He hit 20 pounds, 820, 820, internet, you're out. He hit 20 pound, daughter, but you're 20. And now 2.5, 22.50. Now 5, Jim. At 2,500, 7.5. It's 7.50. 25. You want to give 6. 26,000. 26.7, Austin. 27 pound to buy it. At 27 pound. 28,000. Last call. 28,000. 28,000. 27,000. 28,000. Last call. I have. Sold it. 27,000. 396. 396.
All right, folks, tillage time. Case IH TigerMate 200 field cultivator, 30 foot. Now, on recent auctions, I've seen a pair pretty comparable, fairly close also. So we saw a 2012 model, 32 foot in Redwood Falls, Minnesota, just to the north. That sold for $31,500. And I also saw a 14 model sell on a New Haven, Iowa auction, 32 foot range. That went for $27,000.
20, 24, 18, 19, 19, now 20. They hit 20 here, now 21, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Hit 25 pound, 5, 6 pound to buy it. Hit 25, 6 pound, 6 pound, 7 pound, 7. Hit 27 pound, 7, last call. Hit 27, now 8. Now 8, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9, now 9, go through, now 30, now 30, now 30, now 30, now 30, now 30. You've been on them all the way. You want to get 29.5. Hits. Now 30, now 30, Will. 30,000 to buy it. He hit 30,000, 30, now 5. 30,500. Y'all through? Anybody else? 30,500, 30,500. Now 31, now 31, now 31. Now 31, now 31, now 31 pound, 800, get them on, 800, get them on, yes or no, gonna go? Last call, 31 pound, I have sold it, 30,500.
Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale.
600 to buy it. Yeah, 2,600, 800, 600, 800, 5, 600, last call, 25, 600, 600, I have sold it, 2,500, 19, now 19, now 2,000 to buy it. 2,000 to buy it. 2,000 to buy it. 1 to buy it. 2,100, 800, now 2. Anybody else? 2,200 will go done. So 2,100, you know, it'd be handy as you need anything in your shop to move stuff around or whatever. All right, we're going to sell a forklift. Sold it 3,500, 700, 800, 10, 800, 600, 700, 800, 600, 700, 800, 600, 700. Sold it $600, 95. 95. Now 10. 10 pound to buy it. Hit 10 pound, 810, 10, 810 pound, 810, 10, 810,000. Sold at 9,500.
The Tire Grabber is designed with your safety in mind, supporting your heavy lifting jobs with a heavy-duty jack and tire handler duo. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires on their home farms, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com.
What's that piece of equipment worth? Check out Machinery Pete's auction prices for the answer. Free to view, updated daily, all types of equipment. Go to machinerypete.com and click on the auction tab, then auction price data. All right, folks, let's talk telehandlers today. I've actually compiled over 1,800 auction prices the last 20 years on telehandlers. I don't write about them much, but if you go to machinerypete.com, click on the auction price tab, and under loaders and lifts, click on telehandlers. Again, you'll see over 1,800 prices. We've actually seen 70 sold just the last 2 months, January and February of 2022. And if we widen that back out to the past 6 months, we've seen 214 telehandlers sold. Now, when you're in the auction price data, up at the top there's a tab that says View All on Map. And if you click on that, in this case, here's a visual look at where those 214 telehandlers have sold at auction the last 6 months. And you can see we're pulling tons of data from the Southland, across the Southeast, up to the Northeast, and of course, back to the Midwest. Now, what I could report is that values on good condition used telehandlers, like all types of farm equipment lately, have been rising significantly. And here's a couple of examples. From our own Machinery Pete monthly online auction, January 18th, this 2005 Ingersoll Rand VR 623 telehandler with 2,700 hours on it from Carrollton, Kentucky, sold for $33,750. Now that is a very strong price for a 17-year-old rig like that. And more recently, just on a February 22nd co-op auction out of Springfield, Ohio, our good friends at the Wendt Group sold this JCB 54170 AgriPlus with 4,294 hours on it, and wow, was the bidding intense on this baby.
$64,500. $64,000 now, $500. You look at $64,500. You look at on them. You look at $64,500. You look at $5 now, $65,000. You look at $65,500. $65,000. Sean, you look at $65,000. You look at on up. You look at $5,500. He said no. Sold $64,500.
Special treat for you on Tractor Tales this week, folks. We're headed to Arthur, Illinois, and we're going to learn about a very unique Massey Harris.
When Massey Harris and Ferguson got married, and the Ferguson 40 was Ferguson's big tractor, and Massey Harris, what they had was a pony tractor. They had Ferguson dealers and they had Massey Harris dealers. The Massey Harris people said, we want that Ferguson tractor, but we don't say Ferguson on it. We want our tractor. So they built some of these, they call them Massey Harris 50. The major difference is the bevel in the hood here, and also the color scheme, the bronze bellies on them. Well, it's just like like these other two brothers he got here that we just ride around with it, play with it. We don't do any work with it, and his working days are over. Bought this one and set it beside the road in Indiana someplace, and we was able to doctor it up and get it back to health and looking good again. So, well, the things there again is mostly just to kind of go through it and fix all the oil leaks. Now, this particular tractor is just like the rest of them. You know, they will have little oil leaks somewhere. I mean, I haven't bought one yet that hasn't had oil leaks somewhere, but that's just part of it. That's part of the game. As far as any major, the most major thing was the clutch and the rear main engine seal, because it all came apart at the same time. Oldest grandson, he loved this color, and he said one day we were all together, and he said, "Oh, Grandpa, I forgot to tell you," he said, "but that Massey Harris 50 got my name on the bottom of it." And I said, "Oh, okay." Well, his uncles, they said, "Well, wait a minute," but that's all in fun, but yeah, they've all got their eye on it, but we're not sure who's going to get it.
Well, folks, my all-time favorite farm equipment logo right here, my good friend John Kinze. And I tell you, stay tuned. Coming up, our feature item on the show today, a really sharp 2015 Kinze 3600 1631 interplant planter. This thing is getting a lot of attention.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
Well, folks, I tell you what, the used planter market has just been on fire here late 2021 into early 22. In fact, I've seen 3 of the 4 highest auction sale prices ever on planters just in the last 7 weeks. Now today our feature item on the show is a 2015 Kinze 3600 1631 interplant.
It's 72, 2, 2, 2 and 3, 2 4 and 5, 6 down to buy it. It's 76 down. Bids here now with me. No. 75, 6 down. It's 7, now 8, now 9, now 80, now 80 to buy it. 81, 1, 2, 82, 2, 82 down, 3 and 4, 5, 5, Jimmy didn't get in 6. 86 down, 6 down, 10 down, 7. 87 down, 7, 6, 7. Bids here. 8, 9, 8 now, 9, 89, 90, and no, 90, now 90, take it here, 90, now 90, now 90, now 1, at 91, 2, now 3, now 3, at 93, now 3 and 3, now 3, now 4, at 94, now 5, 5, 7, at 97, pound, 8, 9, at 99, 100 to buy, 100 pound, 1, give me 100 to buy, 1, now 1, 101, 101, 2, 2, 102,000, 102, 3, 4, 103 and 4, last call, 103, 4, 3 and 4, now 5, sir, 105, at 105, you're out here, the bid's here, 105, 106, 106, 107, 107, 107, 108, 108 to buy, 109 to buy, 110 to buy, 110 to buy, 110. You all done, partner? You've been awful good hand. 110. 110. You look like you've been having fun up till this point. 110, but you get 10, but you get 10.
Yeah, a lot more fun if he'd go home with it.
110, but you get 10, but you get 10. 10. You all done? Everybody else, I have sold it to that fine gentleman. 109,487. 487, bring her around.
Well, folks, I told you the used planter market has been red hot, and man, did we see that today on our feature item, the 2015 Kinze 3600 1631 planter, selling for $109,000. I was filming that thing out in the crowd. People were saying, I thought I'd bring 80, 85, but again, values are just on the rise. Okay, folks, today let's talk used loader tractors right around 100 horse. Now, the market the past year just been on fire. Seems like it's going higher by the week, even by the day, and particularly on the pre-def pre-tier 4 models. Now let's zero in on one particular model, a John Deere 6420, which of course at this point is about 15 to 20 years old. Now last Thursday on a farm auction in East Central Oklahoma, right on the Arkansas state line, this 6420 with 2,941 hours on it and a loader sold for $70,500. Now if you go to our website, machinerypete.com, and click on the free auction price data section and punch up 6420s and then filter by the highest prices first, you'll see that $70,500 last Thursday, that's the 4th highest auction price ever on a 6420 with a loader. But interesting to note, the top 2 sale prices ever, both have come in the past year. Now here's a picture. This 03 model 6420 with 1,142 hours on a loader sold last March, farm auction in Swanville, Minnesota for $75,000. So that was the record price. Until last August, when on our own Machinery Pete monthly online auction, this amazing 03 model out of Mitchell, South Dakota with only 156 actual original hours on it and a loader sold for $91,500, so record price. Now, interesting to note, the tractor was purchased by a dealer out west, and we've been seeing this a ton the last 6 months, dealers piling into the auction market looking for tractors in particular because used inventories are so tight. Now this dealer out in Washington had this 6420 for sale, and you can see sale is pending now, had it advertised at $129,000, and frankly, I'm not surprised one bit, because on the one hand, can you even get a new tractor? And if you can, what is the price of that new tractor now? And again, here's a pre-def pre-tier 4, absolutely like new, only 156 hours on it. Well, folks, thanks for joining us this week in Denison, Iowa. A privilege to be out here for the farm retirement auction for Dean and Beth Argetsinger. Dean called me many years ago with a question on a tractor when I was pretty young, just starting to compile auction prices. So fun to be out here and close the loop. And also fun, this sale felt like an old-time farm auction with a big crowd, which was really fun. Now, I tell you what, we'll see you back here next week on Machinery Pete TV. Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Sullivan Auctioneers. Let our team of professionals show you how to make your auction a success. Visit sullivanauctioneers.com. A&I Products is a lower cost, quality replacement part solution for all types and ages of ag equipment across all brands. Visit aiproducts.com.